How y'all doing? So I just wanted to go over packaging more expensive cards. You know, I've done a video on how I do the plain white envelope mailing sub $20 cards. Well, I sold a Force of Will, $68 card that I pulled the other day from a Strixhaven bundle. And I want to explain how I do that and the reasoning behind it, because it is a bit weird. I thought of this after I'd already kind of gone through some steps, so I'm going to just emulate what I did with, I got a Camellia Seedmeister, which is like a $2 card. So I take my card and I put it in a semi-rigid, or if I have a rigid, that's fine too. I don't usually bother with those. I have some sometimes, other times I don't. Kind of doesn't matter for this application. I buy semi-rigids because 99% of what I sell goes through these. Throw it in there. Then I take 2 half sheets of paper and I then lay it down. Angle this in a way that makes sense. Yeah, maybe not, but anyways, I lay it down. First thing I do is I fold over on the edges, the open edges, and then I tape that paper down. If this was going in the envelope, this would actually be the end of my process. I'd cut the extra off, put it in the envelope. That's what I do. So for this, however, I'm just going to razzle-dazzle you for a minute. Fold over the edges, kind of like that. I made like a pocket, and then I do it again like so. Then I tape that up. Then I slide it into a bubble mailer. Put it in there, all taped up. Tape up my bubble mailer real good. We're not mailing it in this, though. That would be really stupid. People do it all the time. They are stupid. It goes in a box. And my box has scrap paper to kind of fill it out. Then I take board game boards. I do board game parts, so I always have boards that have no value. And I break them down to fit in that box. I do that because cardboard, the way cardboard is built, corrugated cardboard, one direction will crush. The other one will hold pretty well. Game boards do not crush in any direction. They're really solid and they don't weigh a lot. So we do that. Then I take this and we put it in a Ziploc bag. We do this because we don't know what condition this is going to travel through. Ziploc bags are waterproof. So if this box gets absolutely fucking soaked at some point in its journey, it doesn't matter. This will be okay. Unless it got stabbed and soaked, and then that's a problem we're gonna have to cross when we get there. We do that. Then I tape this up. I want this to be good and secure. Tape that flap over. This isn't going to make it any more waterproof, but we're going to talk about something kind of important here. There we go. So that's real snug, right? That's a good one. Throw it in on top of our game board box. We put our next game board box on top. Now, if this thing is crushed, you know, top down, that was never going to hurt the card anyways. Smush, not a big deal. Impacts this way, the card will be fine too. Those board game boards will hold. And then we tape this up real good. It's just a small box. It's going to weigh probably 5 ounces. not going to weigh 10. Now, you might be thinking, like, this seems real overkill, right? So, the idea is, I'll put my face in here a little bit. The idea is, people that work in post offices steal shit. They have seasonal help. They have people that don't give a fuck, right? And that's always going to happen. That's always going to be the case. I want to make stealing my shit really problematic. And I'm not saying they're going to stop and they're going to give up and send it on its merry way. They might. I want to make it so it's so painfully obvious that they're doing that they get caught and they get fired. And then that is a cautionary tale. People that worked with that guy, oh, he got fired for trying to steal shit. Okay, well, if those people are rat fuck thieves too, they're going to think twice. That guy's not going to work in post office anymore. People around that post office will know that you could get caught doing this. Is this theoretically ever going to happen? We're never going to know. But I like the idea that it is super safe, super secure, and it's problematic to try to steal it, and that perhaps I fuck you over while you're trying to fuck me and my customers over. And that is how you ship high-end cards.